What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle. I'm a full-time reseller. I've been doing it since April of 2024, so we're getting close to that 1 year mark. I have a goal of making $120,000 in profit this year. I want to make $50,000 selling sports cards and $70,000 selling everything else. I primarily source at yard sales and do storage units. So looking to really ramp that up a little bit, actually. The storage units, I've probably done about 5 or 6 of them. I've had some amazing success. The problem with the storage units, the good and the bad, the good is I've had good success with it and I get, great deals. I bought one unit for $10. I had expenses of about probably $1,000 in dump runs. It was a huge unit. It was loaded with tons of crap, but there was a lot of stuff that, just kind of went bad being in the unit. He had packed like food in there, so like collectible foods though, but it definitely attracted some mice. And so there's some pockets of, not well packed stuff that we had to just toss a lot of stuff. But we had a lot of antiques in there and we made a killing on it. So I probably made close to like $20,000 in profit. I sold one item alone for $1,600 in that unit. So I made my money back right away. Kind of got me hooked into the storage units. But, I also get a lot of stuff that I'm just not super interested in selling. So my goal is to move a little bit more towards live selling. I started doing some on Whatnot. And I've also found a district place. It's called District Marketplace. And in it, there's like subsets of, cards, all sorts of different like vendors essentially. And I signed up with Dibdit. It's a pop culture website or a pop culture marketplace. They sell action figures, toys, comic books, stuffed animals, all that kind of stuff, plush, whatever it is. So they have a lot of stuff that I run into that I don't mind buying at yard sales. And a lot of it's actually not stuff I'm super familiar with. Toys, comic books, plush, that kind of stuff. I see all the time. I have great opportunity to buy it. I just don't know a ton about it. So to be able to just stand in front of someone and be like, this is what I have, and have them bid on it right then and there and move it quickly, is definitely something I'm looking forward to. Sports stuff, sporting goods, other stuff like that. I don't mind listing on eBay. So I'm going to take that kind of stuff, move it onto eBay, and I really want to move some of the like video games, even that kind of stuff. I know listing video games on eBay is easy, but I want to kind of move away from that and list quickly on District and get stuff moving. So I'm going to bring you guys along for the journey, kind of see where we're at. So just to kind of break down where we're at, we are currently about $6,500 in profit for the month of January, which is great. My goal each month though is about $10,000. I know the beginning is going to be a little bit rocky for me because I don't have as much sourcing opportunity. In the summer months, I can go out to yard sales and really make a killing on it, and you're buying what I like to list. So I'm more likely to actually list the stuff and, do the listings and get the things up on eBay, where I've been kind of struggling with that right now. You guys can see my sales. I haven't had a sale a day over $300 since Friday of the 24th. So Friday the 24th, I sold $633. So that was a great day. And the day before that, I sold $907. So those days are definitely carrying me recently. Because Saturday, the 25th, I did 154, then I did 212, 240, 247, 136, which is pretty bad. Yesterday, I did 232. Today, it's already 11:23 in the morning, and I'm up to $134. So seeing a little bit of an uptick. I listed a little bit more yesterday of non-sports card stuff and really focused on, the stuff that's going to make me money, which is stuff in the units, my death pile kind of stuff. So looking to really push that. I'm going to bring you guys along, show you what I sold. I think that's from Tuesday through Thursday. So I only had 7 items that you guys are going to see. The rest were all cards. I had 35 items sold, but 7 were non-sports cards. And a lot of my sports cards are low end. I'm kind of flipping that inventory too. If you guys are interested in sports cards, you can check out my other YouTube channel that's just strictly around sports cards. You'll see everything I'm buying and selling on that. And I'll have that link down below in the description. But I definitely been having some slower days as far as selling some of the bulkier stuff. Plus, this is the stuff that I actually make my money on, much less margins with cards than it is with yard sale items, that kind of stuff. So definitely looking to get that more involved. I look forward to doing more of these kind of videos. I'm going to do some what sold videos and get more in depth. This first video is going to be brutal. I already watched it back. I say 7,000 times. I'm sure I've already said a bunch of times this time too. But as I get used to YouTube, bear with me. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I know there's some lighting issues. I only got one little ring light. I kind of rely on my window over here for my other lighting, but it is currently raining out. So not the most beautiful day. It's not going to give me a ton of light. But I'm going to work through these kind of things. Bear with me, guys. I appreciate your time. If you guys can give me a follow and like videos, that's greatly appreciated. I'm going to show you guys what I sold going through Thursday. I'm also going to show you guys my garage, which is a complete mess. My goal for this week is to get through that because it definitely needs some love there. But I'm currently flipping everything from my basement to my garage. And then from there, hopefully we'll get a little bit more steady and get a little bit better of a process. I've seen a little bit of a dip in my sales because of that as well. So show you guys everything I picked up. And I appreciate you guys watching. All right, guys, so this is my garage in full here. You can see that it's an absolute mess, and we're kind of working through some stuff here. But we got the top shelf, or your shelving units over here. This is everything that I've taken from that basement and moved up and actually have inventoried. Stuff along the side, stuff that I got in units. Recently, this tote actually is ready to be moved into totes on the shelf. Just my personal toolbox. This was pretty cool. This came from a storage unit I just got, Nike Golf bench. The bottom rung may have had some flood damage on it. I'm not sure. I might keep this for myself and have my buddy make 2 new legs for me, and then just we'll reattach them. Might be something I keep from the unit, but this is everything that I have that's just ready to go. This is my workbench area. I've just kind of flooded it with crap right now. I need to move this so I can actually pack. A lot of weights from the unit I just did yesterday. Some packing supplies, a couple items actually going out. Then I have a whole row of filing cabinets. So they go on behind this dresser. All this stuff just came from a storage unit as well. So I need to get that out. I'm going to have this out hopefully tomorrow. By the end of tomorrow, this whole garage will be cleaned back up. I was doing Whatnot auctions, and I switched over to Dibdit for live selling. So I'm going to run all this stuff on a live Dibdit, hopefully this weekend. Just Funko Pops, you know, pop culture stuff that'll do good on that app and website. Run all that, and then I have all my shipping supplies, everything up here. I also use like the totes here for smaller trinket items. Then I have a bookshelf over here that I just need to get rid of all the stuff in the front. But the goal is by the next video, you guys are going to see this whole garage will be opened up and cleaned out. Is the major goal for that. So just a quick tour of the garage and we'll pull some orders. All right, guys, we're gonna pull some orders here. We'll see how well this goes. I know the lighting is not great. I am gonna work on that this weekend as well. I want to try to find, at least get something where I can get something a little bit brighter up in the sky here. But we'll make do with what we got right now. So it's like a little Alien versus Predator action figure it's supposed to be in the combo lot. So this is Alien from Alien vs. Corp Hicks action figure from K&B Toys. So had this up for I think only like $10. Sent it on a 10% offer. Someone took it. It sold for $9.18 plus shipping. I'd love to eventually get away from kind of like the lower end stuff there, but it's something we're gonna work on. So the next thing was a book. So we'll go over to the bookcase. This might actually be harder to pull here, but let's see if I can grab it, hopefully. As I said, definitely something we need to work on with this, but once it gets set up the way I want, I think that this area is gonna be fantastic. But this is just like a film photography book, back with the old flash cameras. Nothing too crazy with this. This ended up selling for $10.80 plus shipping on top. The next one that we have going out, I have pulled because this was actually down in my basement. But this is a game-used baseball bat. So it has an autograph on it. You can see that it's shattered by the handle. This is one of the first buys I ever did that really got me into reselling. So my first reselling thing actually was a Fenway Park puzzle. Something my mom had gotten me. I just, for some reason, had moved with it. Probably to like throughout college, throughout my early adulthood. It probably was with me through 6 different apartments, houses. And my last house that I had with my wife, our first house we bought, we were kind of just clearing things out. And I stumbled onto people reselling. And so I was like, let me put up a few things on eBay and see what can sell. And it was a 3D Fenway Park puzzle, and it sold within like 2 days. And that's what got me hooked on the reselling. So it's kind of spiraled out of control. Went from my wife got excited as a way to declutter to what is now a complete mess of stuff, both our basement and in the garage. Hopefully in the next like week or two, it'll only be centralized in the garage. But that buy was my first big buy that we did. I spent $4,000 on a bunch of sporting goods stuff, and he had probably about 100 game used bats, tons of autographs. I had 2 truckloads worth of stuff, plus some stuff in SUV, and I ended up making probably like $6,000 on that buy. Perfect buy for me. I'm really into sports stuff, but that's where that came from, and that's one of the first things that really got me into the whole buying and selling. The next thing that we have going out, I'm only going to grab one of these right now to show you guys, but it's just a 10-pound weight set, so hopefully those will start moving, because as you guys saw on the bench, I have tons of weights from this unit. It's going to be probably the saving grace for me. I have so many different weights, all the way up to 80-pound dumbbells for this last buy, so hopefully we'll be able to turn some of those locally as well. Andy Warhol Men, one of the units I got, just a book here, sold for, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you the weights. The weights sold for $24.99 plus $10 shipping. Figured I could put those in like a padded envelope. They might be able to fit in that. If not, shouldn't be too bad for just because how small they are. Then we have the Andy Warhol book. So this was also down in the basement. That sold for $15.29. Second to last thing, we only had 7 sales. This is from Monday afternoon to, I'm filming this on Thursday morning. So Monday night to Thursday morning. So really bad sales. I had 35 total sales. I had a lot of cards. I've been investing too much time in my card business, which I enjoy. I really like doing the card stuff. But in sports cards, you're really looking for a profit of like maybe like 20% if you're lucky, if you're doing well. On just buying and selling cards, which is what I do. I do want to get more into grading, because you can have big come-ups on that. I had one that I bought a card, got it graded, sold it, and I made over $200 on the card. I bought it for $230. I sold it for $550. So those do happen occasionally, but it's not as big in the card industry where, you know, these storage units and yard sales. If I'm not like 3-4xing my money, I'm probably not buying it. So need to get focused on this a little bit. I have a goal of 50 listings today. I'm going to sprinkle in a few like of my higher end cards, but really I got to focus on this kind of inventory and get this stuff moving, because this is where I really make my money. So this next sale, it's just a Rhode Island license plate. This came from one of the storage units. It has 1979 on it. This sold for $8 plus shipping. So I've sold a lot of, for some reason I get a lot of license plates in these storage units. I've sold a lot of them. Usually I do a lot better than, you know, just the $8, but that one's in pretty bad shape. So $8 on that one. And then the last thing that we have is going to be buried, I think, in this tote. You might also start hearing some roaring. Lost one thing. Just like a little mini computer here. This came in a storage unit as well. Nothing great on that. It sold for $23.99 plus free shipping. So all in all, I'll probably make like, I don't know, $10 off that once I ship it. So nothing too great there, but that's everything that pulled, guys. All right, I just want to say thank you guys for sticking around through this whole video. I really appreciate it. If you guys, once again, if you can follow me, subscribe, like, all that stuff, greatly help me. I'm look forward to growing this channel, and I appreciate you guys' time.